The Elder Scrolls Legends is a card-based strategy game based on the lore of the Elder Scrolls series. Fans of the Elder Scrolls series world have a lot to look forward to with this one, especially for those who are fans of the trading card game genre. The game is fairly easy to pick up, and the story mode introduces the gameplay mechanics over battles as part of the introductory story. Each battle is infused with the storyline and cutscenes between each fight. The game plays out like most card games. You've got your creature cards you can play, then some cards that modify the stats of those creatures, like attack and a defense. Then you have some cards that do damage directly or give some kind of one-shot ability, like being able to remove an enemy creature from the game. Basically, the game is Hearthstone up until that point, so if you played that, then this is all going to be pretty familiar. Legends does introduce a few new ideas that I don't think I've seen before in Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering. Legends has this idea of runes on the player. A player may have 5 of them around their profile image, for example, and when damage is dealt to that player, a rune is exhausted and a card is drawn. This acts to counteract the negative effects of being attacked a little bit by giving the damaged player more options on their next turn. It kind of is a way of nerfing attack, but only up until a point, because once all 5 runes were used up, being attacked doesn't cause the player to draw new cards anymore. Another thing that was a little different that I liked when playing this game was how the game gives you new cards. So occasionally when you get rewards at the end of a battle, the game will give you a few options for which cards you prefer to have added to your deck. They even go so far as to have a little bit of story element baked right in there. This makes the choice seem more meaningful in the context of the Elder Scrolls world. Another thing this game does differently from other trading card games is they have this idea of lanes. Basically, the battlefield is split between left and right sides, and creatures on the left can't attack creatures on the right, and vice versa. It's kind of interesting because it means you have to balance between the two sides. I could see how this might really introduce some interesting strategies as you play the game at a higher level. A lot of the time, the games end up just being played on one side of the board in my gameplay experience. A player would try to add additional creatures to one side, and then they would just get destroyed immediately. So the whole game ends up being on one side, but it's possible that at higher levels of play, this is a lot less common. All in all, this game was pretty fun, and it's free on Steam, so there's no reason not to check it out. If you're a big Hearthstone fan and you're not really into the Elder Scrolls lore, I still think the game is worth checking out just to experiment with the different game mechanics they have in this game. And if you're a big fan of the Elder Scrolls lore, then you should definitely check it out because it's actually a lot of fun. Out of 5, I would give this game 3 points for creativity, 5 points for gameplay, and 3 points for the graphics, for a total score of 11 out of 15. If you give it a try after watching this video and you like it, let me know in the comments. If you guys want to see more reviews from me, definitely like the video and subscribe to my channel. Alright, thanks for watching.